Welcome to this short informational DVD. I'm Ben Roberts, Kenton Masters brand manager. All Kenton Masters saddles are made in our 2 Walsall factories and offer fitting solutions for a wide variety of conformations. As a qualified saddle fitter, I have been working with our design and testing team to develop the new S-Series range of saddles which are aimed at the competition-focused rider. Here is the new S-Series dressage, which is built on a new dressage-specific tree and features design details which have made the Kenton Masters series of saddles so popular with riders and saddle fitters throughout the world. Design and testing is taken very seriously at Kenton Masters. Here you can see 3 members of our team discussing the finer details before a testing session. Here, Mark Fisher, Master Saddler and Qualified Saddle Fitter, checks the pliance pressure mapping equipment during development work. Mark is highly experienced at analysing the results and using the objective and quantifiable data to give valuable feedback. This screen capture shows the pressure reading under the Kenton Masters S-Series dressage saddle on Passé-Partout, ridden by Di Fisher. With previous research in rising trot, we would expect to see high pressures creeping up into the red or pink pressure zones. However, we recorded consistently low pressure readings as indicated by the cool range of colours in the pressure zone. The balanced pressure distribution, superior weight bearing area and very low peak pressures allow the back muscles of the horse to work more effectively and so encouraging freedom of movement. During the development of the Kenton Masters saddles, a high-tech biomechanics system was used to assess the effect of different saddle designs on the horse's freedom of movement. Russell Maguire of Centaur Biomechanics is seen here capturing the horse's movement with a camera taking 300 frames per second, which is approximately 20 times faster than the human eye. The images are then digitised and fed into a 2D motion analysis system. Here you can see the trace created by tracking each marker on the hind limb through a whole stride cycle. The trace is then converted into graphs which provide the joint angles. Russell uses the angles to identify discrete changes within the movement of the joints in the hind and fore limbs. This information enables us to make subtle design modifications to ensure our saddles enable horses to move as symmetrically and freely as possible. The Symmetry changeable gullet bars are now available in 8 widths and 2 lengths. The shorter S bar fits the lower headed trees with shorter points and square cantles. The longer R bar fits the high-headed trees with long points and a round cantle. The R bars are not available in double extra wide fitting. The quick change gullet bar system allows the width of the saddle to be altered to best fit the profile of the horse's withers. To change the bar, use the hex key to unfasten the screw at the front of the panel. Repeat the process for the opposite side. Turn the point strap over and slide the panel off the point of the tree. You may find it helpful to tuck the loose end of the panel behind the point of the tree. Then repeat the process for the opposite side. Unscrew all 4 of the bolts in the gullet bar. Then remove the gullet bar, in this case a medium wide, and insert the required bar, in this case a red wide bar, and tighten all 4 bolts lightly by hand and then secure firmly with the hex key. Then slide the panel back onto the point and turn the point strap round. Repeat for the other side. Align the front of the panel so the screw can easily be positioned, and then secure firmly with the hex key as shown. All models are fitted with 3 billets, with the third being movable. Ideally, girth up in the neutral position using the second and third billet. Assess the saddle ridden and then adjust the girthing if necessary. To move the third strap onto the floating balance position to increase saddle stability, remove the buckle guard, push the billet upwards to slacken the webbing loop at the top, then curl the billet round and back through the loop. Move to the floating balance ring and position the billet with the underside visible and the point threading up through the underside of the ring. Curl the billet through the loop and pull down to tighten. Then reattach the buckle guard. We thought it would be useful for you to see some of the products in action on a variety of typical conformations you may come across. All the saddles shown were used without any flocking adjustments, but the gullet bars and girthing arrangements were altered to suit the requirements of the horse. The Kenton Masters General Purpose Saddle. This is Reggie, a 9-year-old 17-hand gelding Irish cross warm blood sports horse. This is a Kenton Masters GP, a very universal fitting saddle with an open-headed tree, cut far enough forward to allow for jumping and hunting, as well as schooling and hacking. You can see this is a well-balanced saddle with a rear gusset which interfaces well with the horse. The seat has a deep foam cushion and a medium depth sweep, making it immediately comfortable to ride on. Reggie is training at medium and competing at elementary level dressage. Christina Fisher, who is 5'4", is riding him. Reggie is a very straightforward sport horse type fit. This is a 17-inch general purpose saddle fitted with a black medium bar, and the neutral girthing arrangement was used. The Kenton Masters High Wither General Purpose Saddle. Skippy is a 12-year-old 17-1 Dutch sports horse gelding. This is a Kenton Masters High Wither GP. The high head of the tree and the 3/4 cutback ensure clearance of even the highest withered horse. Extended tree points and a drop panel ensure that the saddle is supported by the horse's rib cage. The flaps are cut far enough forward to allow for jumping. Skippy is a show jumper jumping 1.30 m tracks and is being ridden by Alison Bradley, who is 5'2". He's extremely high withered and has had difficulty finding a saddle to give enough wither clearance without tipping the rider back. This is a 17-inch high withered general purpose saddle fitted with a green narrow medium bar and a neutral girthing arrangement. This saddle sits very well and is not moving back. We felt that his habitual breastplate was not actually needed with this saddle, which Alison said would be a first. The Kenton Masters Cobb General Purpose Saddle. Foslas the Fox is a 10-year-old 15-hand Welsh Section D gelding. This is a Kenton Masters Cob GP. The flatter tree shape and low head follows the low withered, flat backed profile. The slim front and rear gussets create a low profile and reduce bulk between the horse and rider. The straighter cut panel and flap prevent interference with the movement of the bulky shoulder, so common in the cob type of horse. Foslas the Fox, who has competed in Welsh Cob showing qualifiers for Hoys and Olympia. He's being ridden by Hannah Murray, who is 5'5". Although he doesn't look so extreme here, this horse does actually have a deceptively wide, flat back, but he is not as bigger barreled as a heavyweight cob. He is also short backed and has a big action, which has always made saddle stability a challenge. He has all the classic ingredients for a tricky cob type fit. This is a 17-inch cob general purpose saddle fitted with a yellow extra wide to extra wide bar and is girthed using the point and floating balance strap to optimise saddle stability. The Kent and Masters Jump Saddle. Atlanta is a 12-year-old 16-hand Irish sport horse mare. This is a Kenton Masters Jump Saddle. The panel is cut away to allow the horse's scapula to move freely. The flocked panels are designed to create minimum bulk. Flaps are cut forward enough to allow for the shorter jumping length of leather, and the movable thigh and calf block can be repositioned to accommodate different leg lengths. Atlanta is a brood mare that has started show jumping late in life. She's currently jumping newcomers and is being ridden by Alison Bradley, who is 5'2". This is a 17-inch jump saddle fitted with a wide red bar and girthed on the second and balance strap. This feisty chestnut mare is croup high, big barreled and has a forward girth groove, so keeping the saddle still has always been a challenge. However, using the balance strap ensured the saddle stayed in place even when jumping. The new S-Series dressage with surface mounted block. Passe Patou, a 14-year-old 16'3" Dutch KWPN stallion. This is a Kenton Masters S-Series dressage saddle with a surface mounted block. It's built on a new dressage specific open-headed tree which is suited to a wide variety of conformations. The low-profile panel design offers closer rider contact and remarkable saddle stability. The surface-mounted thigh blocks provide enhanced in-saddle stability. Passe is training at advanced and competing at advanced medium-level dressage. He's being ridden by Di Fisher, who is 5'3". This is a 17-inch dressage saddle fitted with a red wide bar and a neutral girthing arrangement. His low withers and active hind end mean that saddles have a tendency to move forwards on this stallion, so his saddles are usually girthed on the point strap. However, the combination of the new tree and innovative panel shape has ensured the saddle stays in position without using the point strap. I hope this has given you an insight into the attention to detail that goes into the Kenton Masters range of saddles. And also, by seeing some of the models in action, you will have derived some inspiration into the fitting solutions available. Remember, all our saddles have changeable gullet bars, helping you minimise your stock levels.